Hey guys, what's up? Here we go. Okay, so it is not summer quite yet, officially, I don't think. Because I think the first day of summer, I think, is like June 27th or July 27th. I don't remember, but that's too late. I've got one piece that I'm waiting on for my summer build before it's basically ready to go. And I can't wait any longer. I'm gonna go ahead and start this thing, as you can see here. The one piece I'm waiting on is from Chris over there, Shark Arms, okay? He's told me he's got a B5 stock, all right? And I'm supposed to be getting the B5 stock. This is not a B5, this is like a knockoff version. Somebody said the name of it before, but the only thing on it just says made in America. So as far as I can tell, these are the same thing, it just doesn't say B5 on it. So I want to be somewhat as close as I can be clone correct on this. Some things I will venture out, so don't crucify me for that. So this will be a placeholder for now till the B5 actually gets here. If you don't see the actual B5 stock on here before too long, then get a hold of Chris and tell him to send Caleb that B5 stock. All kidding aside, he's a great guy. Anyway, speaking of Shark Arms, most of this is actually from him, okay? I'm gonna go over this and I'll throw in some pictures here that I have. And let me shout out again to him. Chris has given me a great deal, okay? I almost don't want to say this because I don't want people to think that I'm tainted by anything other than the fact that I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm going to be real with y'all. I'm really being real with y'all. He gave me a really good deal on these parts, okay? And for no other reason than the fact that he's a nice guy and he gave me a great deal on these parts, okay? I'm not going to tell you exactly what it was, but it was a great deal. And I really, really, really appreciate it, okay? And I already appreciated it before he ever gave me any kind of great deal or not. I still get my Colt stuff from him, okay? Anyway, I just want to really say publicly thank you to him because he's a great guy. Okay, so what do we get from him? What do we get from Chris? Okay, basically most of this, except for the actual lower receiver, the Geisley trigger, and the safety selector. Other than that, the rest of it is from him. It's a 4-position. I feel like my light was on. It's a 4-position. There we go. You can kind of see that. Butt stock. There we go. Which is, from what I understand, correct. We have an actual H2 buffer. I don't know if you can see that or not, but an H2 buffer, which I've never used an H2. I've used an H, but an H2 I think is going to work really well on this. The lower parts, the pieces, those are Colt. That's why I got it from Chris. You know, this is Colt. I touched it while I still had I had some oil on my hands. I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not, but it's got that gray dry film, whatever, on there, except for where my fingers were touching it. So it's basically new. It's been form fitted to my lower, but it hadn't really ever been used yet. The Geisley trigger, I can't remember exactly where I got it, but I got it on some deal, I'm sure. And then the safety selector, the lower parts kit he sent that I got from him, I knew it didn't have a fire control group. So the safety selector is from Arms Unlimited, I believe. Okay, pretty good deal on that, pretty good deal. Now the lower, okay, this is kind of part of my capstone project for Sonoran Desert Institute, okay? Kind of, sort of. The way that they have it set up is I don't have, they send me everything to build a gun like I made a video on before, but that's not part of the graded thing. So they don't say exactly which firearm you have to make. It's an AR-15, so I'm going to use this as my project basically. And so with all that being said, I used the 5D tactical jig, okay, to mill this guy out. I think it did a fantastic job. Really hard to tell in this lighting and everything, but it did a very, very good job. I used stencils from Dogfight Inc., which did fantastic. I'm actually today, I should be editing that instead of making this other video, but I wanted to get this done. The etching went very, very well. I used like the well method, you know, to where you make some walls and stuff, and you fill that whole area up with the etching solution, and then you do the whole thing at the same time, instead of doing each individual letter like I've done before. It turned out pretty well. It really turned out pretty well. Some of them are deeper than others, which actually after the Cerakote job, and it's got some fuzzies on there and stuff, so yeah, it's not perfect, but it looks really, really good. And this is a Form 1. I get Form 1 and Form 2, or Form 1 and Form 4 mixed up. I believe Form 1 is manufacturing an SBR. So this is Form 1, okay? That's why I got some stuff blacked out on it, because you don't need all my personal information, okay? I put myself out there, but I don't put myself that far out there. Anyway, and from what I understand, I kind of tried to cut the middle between the build that I'm trying to do and cloning the actual rifle that I had in the Marine Corps, which, from what I remember, and I get it kind of mixed up. I honestly can't tell you one way or the other if I had a Colt or if I had an FN. I've gone back to a couple guys that were there, and they said that they were Colts. I honestly can't remember, because I know I've seen that FN football, and I know that was on my boot camp rifle, but this one I'm not exactly sure. But that's where I kind of split the difference. It's got my numbers on it and stuff that I wanted, and then it says M4 carbine, all right, and then it has, you know, the pony and everything on there. So this is the only Colt clone that I have that's not the actual Colt that I have from before. Way too complicated to say that. Anyway, other than that, let's see. It's just all basic stuff. So I'm going to throw it together real quick. This is just going to be basically an intro to the lower. Nothing really special about it. I'll do a video. I don't remember if I got this one actually while I was milling it out or routering it out, however you say. But I'm going to do a 5E tactical jig video. Spoiler alert, it works very well, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and get to building on this. I'm going to speed this thing up, and I'll show it to you when it's all said and done. Cool. Alrighty, so there you go. It's done. Or at least done for now. For now. But like I said, we got the Geisley G2S trigger. It's not the SSA trigger. I might get one of those. Palmetto State has some really bomb deals on that, and I just didn't jump on it. I should have, but I got other stuff I'm trying to save up for. But we got the H2 buffer, the 4-position buttstock. I always have trouble with the pistol grips. I don't know if you'll be able to see that or not. Just a little bit of wiggle. Basically, I need to remove about 1/8 of an inch off the end of the screw. But it's not that big a deal. But everything else went in fairly simple. I mean, it's just a regular, no frills besides the Geisley trigger lower. So there you go. Stay tuned for more stuff. This is just a quick look at the lower. I was going to make it, and I figured I'd just make a video for y'all too. So even though it's short and simple and whatever, what do y'all think exactly it's going to be? Because obviously it's this, okay, but this could be a whole menagerie of different things. So I've given away a lot of hints before. Basically, if you follow me on Instagram, you probably know what it is. But what do y'all think this is going to be? Ultimately, what do you think this is going to be? I already have my M4, right? My Colt M4, basically my Marine Corps clone version of that. I have some pistol versions of Mark 18s. I've got Mark 12s. What else is there? What do y'all think it's going to be? All right? Stay tuned for more. You'll find out. Follow me on Instagram, and you'll know for sure. Catch y'all next video.